Hi there.
Hi, we're here to meet you, sir, Internal Affairs?
Yeah, I'm Drew.
All right, Drew, come on over.
What's your name?
Lieutenant Bueno.
Oh, okay, you're Lieutenant? What's your first name? Not Jason, is it?
No.
Okay. Hi there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
We all woke up. It's a good day.
Yeah, it is.
What else do you need?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
You on waking up?
Absolutely.
If you don't wake up, you got shit.
Yeah, it's true. It's so true. Did you have to drive far, walk far?
Just Washer Valley.
Oh,
Halfway between here and there.
right behind you.
What's your name?
Terry West.
Terry West, nice to meet you. So I found this little article in the Reno Gazette-Journal about Sergeant West. Back in March 21st, 2016, Anjanette Damon of the Reno Gazette-Journal wrote an article here that you can read it if you want to. But basically this guy squeezed this guy's neck so that there were bruises. Well, you can see the picture right there. Anyways, here's the article. Check it out. Yeah, that's what you got right here. This guy's now an internal affairs guy holding other cops accountable when he squeezed a guy's neck so hard and left bruises. Anyways, that's what we're dealing with the Reno Police Department Internal Affairs Division. You see how this goes. Are you an officer, sergeant, or what?
Sergeant.
Okay. So I got a sergeant and a lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
So do you know Jason Bueno?
No.
I used to beat up a man. I call him No Bueno.
No.
Let's hope your name no isn't No Bueno.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear a lot about that guy out there.
He's a piece of shit.
Who was he?
He's a deputy in Carson City.
Deputy.
He arrested me after a 25-second investigation.
Put that down. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay. I'm not going to risk these guys at all. Sir, can you get a sergeant for me, please? I'd like a supervisor. They're trying to hotbox me. And you have a body camera?
It's a little sweaty back there.
You rolled up the window that left a breeze, so like I said,
Yeah,
I
usually
think you were just trying to hotbox me.
So get you all dried up.
What do you put me in the back door on a 95-degree day? You closed all the vents and all the windows and hotboxed me for half an hour. Oh, he didn't even leave a seatbelt on when he arrested me either.
Oh, really? How long ago was this?
That was August 30th of 2023?
Oh, so it's fairly recent.
22? Well, yeah, the court case is still ongoing.
All right, sir, we're ready. You can
Excellent.
set your bag down and have a seat right here, right there. No. Cool. So go ahead and get started, sorry. I feel like we're rushing you, sir. I apologize, but please, we're going to give you time and opportunity to give us whatever information you've got. The only reason why I say that is because we have a 9 o'clock, and I kind of booked you in last minute because you wanted to talk to us.
Yeah,
And
I want to do this all in person. I want to document it. I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm using this for political purposes.
Uh-huh.
I'm a political candidate.
Okay.
I ran in the 2024 election, and I haven't stopped running for political office for the 2026 election.
For what jurisdiction?
Assembly District 40.
Okay.
So
And what is that?
That's Story County, Carson City, and Southeast Washoe.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. So I'll start. Well, I'm going to record this interview, obviously, for accuracy,
I'm
right?
recording too, so.
Oh,
there
you're
we go.
recording as well.
I record all of my interactions with government are recorded.
Oh, it would have been nice to know. Thank you.
It's a one-party consent state.
No, I get that, but yeah, at least gotta let me know you're recording, right? Because I'm doing you the courtesy. So I'm going to record this conversation just like you are as well.
Absolutely.
All right, so there's no discrepancies in this thing.
Absolutely. I don't like discrepancies.
All right, perfect. So I'm going to start off by just getting basic information from you, all right?
And thank you for taking up my hands for it. I got arthritis, and
No
I
worries.
appreciate that. I appreciate the accommodation under the Americans with Disabilities Act. That'll be part of my complaint.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, transcriber, good morning. The date is September 18th, 2025, and the time is 08:13 hours. We are here in the Internal Affairs Office, 16th floor, with a complainant who I'm going to get basic information from here shortly. Sir, how do you spell your last name?
Ribar, R-I-B-A-R.
Okay. And your first name?
Drew, D-R-E-W.
And transcriber for the record, I apologize. Present with me here is Sergeant West as well. Middle initial, sir?
J is in John.
J is in John. What officers are you naming in this complaint?
I don't know their names. They refused to identify and asked for a reasonable accommodation under the Americans with Disabilities Act, and they said, my name is here. This is my name. And they told me that their policy, can you clarify this? Is your policy not to identify verbally?
Not to identify verbally?
Yeah, I asked them for their names. And my name is right here, so I'd like to...
Did you see their names by chance?
Well, I asked for a reasonable accommodation because I can't see very well.
Oh, is that
And my
what it
camera
is?
didn't pick up their names on their uniforms, so I don't know their names.
Okay.
So my question to you is Reno Police Department, because they on the video, I can show you the video, they said that Reno Police Department policy is they don't need to verbally identify. Is that true?
And what's your name and number, please?
It's on my jacket.
No, it's not on your jacket. I've got really bad eyes.
That's my name. That's my badge number.
I've got
I don't
bad
need to give you
eyesight.
anything.
Per
I'm just telling you.
policy, do not have to inform
So-
you of that, okay?
Okay, and what's your name again?
Per policy. It's on here and I don't have to inform you.
Per
of that.
policy.
Yep, of the Reno Police Department.
Can I get close to you so I can read it?
Yeah, you can read it right there.
No, I've got a disability,
Okay,
so I'd
you
like
cannot be
I'd like
inside this event,
I'd like a
You cannot be inside this event.
Clutch
It's
There
a
you go.
private event.
Jenkins.
You've been trespassed.
Have a
You're
good day.
warned by everyone. So if you come,
You come back in here, you're going to be cited for
and
trespassing.
photograph evidence. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Oh, we have to. So we don't want to speak to policy right now because we're just fact finding. So
Well,
we
I'm
can't-
fact finding too, because I want to know policy, because
We can pull it up for you, definitely. Okay.
Tell me the policy, because let me be very
will.
blunt. I've got and Carl Hall's aware of this, I've got a lawsuit against Washoe County in our center. The 14 days for my notice to Mr. Hall, if he wants to resolve anything, is coming to a conclusion. And I'm going to be naming a lot more people in my federal lawsuit for the civil rights violation. I've made complaints to the IRS because there's an IRS violation that happened because the city of Reno is working hand in glove with a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Do you guys know what the rules are for nonprofit organizations are in interfering with a political campaign?
No, sir.
It's against the law. So there are some federal claims going on here too. And what I'm seeing with the city of Reno is the city of Reno gave $10,000 to this private event. And according to Facebook posts for people that work for the city of Reno, the intent was to exclude people that they don't like. And so I really would like to know, is the policy that you guys identify, or is it just look right here?
We'll let you know, sir, just so we're accurate. Okay?
I can't repeat the policy to you verbatim right here. Like I have to look it
Well,
up.
it's general. Do you got to
Because-
identify or not? I mean,
Well,
it's-
here's the thing, okay? You're asking for clarification, right?
Yes.
And because I told you we're going to be transparent and record this conversation, you are as well.
Yes.
So I don't want to misspeak, and neither do I want him to do the same either. So we'll get that information for you, and we'll read it to you verbatim.
I appreciate
okay?
it. Thank you.
So since you don't know which officers were involved,
It's a
do
male
you
and a
know
female.
Male and a female. Okay.
The girl was blonde haired. Guy was dark haired. Like here, I can show you pictures of them. You want pictures of them?
Yeah, please.
That'd be fine.
That'd be great.
Let me pull something up here. Keep asking questions so we don't run out of time while I pull this
Sure.
up.
Let's see. Were there any other witnesses present? Anybody with you?
Yeah, the people from our center that, let me see. So Dr. Alan Ratliff, he's an associate professor up at UNR, the School of Social Work. He was there. He was
Ratliff.
Ratliff.
What was his first name again?
Alan. And he's a director. I think that's his.
Director of.
The director of our. He's one of the directors on the board of our center. It's a Build Our Center Incorporated is the legal name under the Secretary of State.
What's a good number, contact, website, somewhere I can find some
Like,
information on?
he's an associate professor for the.
So it's not somebody you're friends with or anything like that. Okay.
No.
Okay.
He was involved in violating my civil rights.
Okay.
Wait, so he was a witness. Did he observe this incident?
No, he was one of the instigators of the incident.
Oh, okay.
Want to know that?
Okay.
My friend, we've already talked about it. You
Yeah,
can't be here
who banned me? What was their name?
today. Doesn't matter. You have to
That
leave.
does.
Do you want me to go ask PD to come over?
Oh, he can trespass me. I'm more than willing to leave under threat of arrest.
You're willing to leave under the threat of arrest because you're
absolutely.
trespassing? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to leave right now.
Hey, security, can you get PD over here? We're in West Virginia with Drew Rybar, who's trying to
Leave.
trespass. He's continuing
No,
to
he's
trespass.
trying to leave.
He's still trespassing.
Do I get my $5 back? Because you guys took my money and let me
No,
in.
you do not get your $5 back because
Yeah.
it was a donation, and also because you were...
He was acting, as an agent of the government, trespassing me from a public street, traditional public forum. Let's see.
So,
here.
while you're looking for that, if that's the only witness that you have available,
no, Stacy Spain,
how do you spell her last name?
S-P-A-I-N, I believe. And
Is she a witness
Stacy-
or an agitator?
Well, she was involved with it too. She's currently named in my amended lawsuit with our center, and she's the gal that runs the day-to-day operations of our center.
Okay, so she's involved with our center.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's up here.
Okay. Anybody else? That was
All of
present.
the people that'll be in the video here, I don't know their names
Oh,
because none of them were friendly to me. They politically, we all have different ideologies, and I guess there's the picture of the two officers right now.
And when was this event? When did it occur?
September 6th. There are your two officers right there.
Okay. And for the record,
You know who they are?
yes, it is Officer Plach and Officer Jenkins. Okay. And correction, transcriber, it's Officer, female Officer Jenkins.
Grace Jenkins.
Grace Jenkins. Time of the incident, sir.
I would estimate between 1 and 2 p.m. I could be a little bit wrong. I have to go back and look at all my videos and see exactly what time it was in the videos.
Okay. And what was the location?
The location was right off of Virginia Street. What was that side entrance out of Midtown right there? Right here. Oh, here it was. I'm going to get to where it started here, so... Go down here.
We can always look that up later.
Yeah, you can look at it right
I'm
here,
sure
but
the-
there's
I'm sure the
I've
event's
got-
not too.
no,
far
it's
off.
it was during the Pride Fest in Midtown, and
Okay. So explain to me, Drew, this event. How did this all transpire?
well, the city of Reno gave our center.
In terms of your police contact, because that's what
Oh.
that's what we're here to investigate.
That's our
is the
scope.
police
Right,
contact.
right. Well, the police contact was very simple.
Okay.
The director of our center and the officers of our center trespassed me from a public street,
Okay.
and based on all the information I had, they were going to call the police and have me arrested if they could. So when they used the word trespass and they had a permit, I walked out of the event. And then once I was outside of the event, they did call the police on me. Those two officers approached me, and they were very unprofessional in my opinion. They told me that if I came back in, whether I came back in through one of the main entrances or one of the open alleyways, remember this is supposed to be a closed event, open alleyways.
If you find your way in through an alley or something, you will be trespassed. Will be cited for trespassing. So
Plach was the guy's name, is what he said. If I come through an open alleyway, he's going to give me a citation and make me do all that other good stuff and go in front of the judge for a trespassing complaint.
Okay.
And so when he did that, that's where he violated my civil rights.
Okay.
You don't get to trespass people from a traditional public forum to an open event.
So were you already off the property when you were approached by the officers
Yeah.
on the public street? You said.
Well, here's their gate, and I was outside their gate.
Okay.
Well,
And you recorded the contact, right?
I recorded on all
Okay.
hands.
Can you show me what interaction you had between with the officers?
Yeah. Let's zoom it forward here for a second and see where that.
Well, I appreciate the content.
Let's see.
They're gonna come here and
I
say-
just want to show what the world is really like about the inclusivity of this event.
The cops coming in. Where are they? Here we go.
Is this edited?
Well, this part is because this is on YouTube. I got rid of all of the parts where I'm just standing there doing nothing.
So this is your YouTube, like a YouTube video edited version?
Yeah, this is what I post. But if you want the hours and hours and hours worth of content that I
For
put
an
out.
inclusive event, you ban a lot of people, right? No egress,
here we go.
enter inside and stand
Okay,
around.
here comes the law enforcement.
So I'm not in
interaction.
there inside, I'm at the
You're
barrier.
outside of it, right?
I'm outside their fence. Yep.
Okay.
See,
Hi there,
there's
how
their
are you?
entry.
Good, how about you?
He's coming
I
in
am
from.
good. Where do you live at? Me? I don't answer questions. Okay. Well, this is a closed event, that's why there's gates everywhere.
Closed event.
So you have been told by the event security that you are not welcome here? And I left. Okay, do not come back in on the other side of the gates. If you find your way in through an alley or something, you will be trespassed. Will be cited for trespassing. Sounds like you were in here multiple times and they've caught you in here multiple times. Sounds like you've got some information wrong. Who told you? Security. And what's your name and number, please? It's on my jacket. No, it's not on your jacket. I've got really bad eyes. That's my name? That's my badge. I've got bad eyes. I didn't give you anything. I'm just telling you. So, okay, and what's your name again?
Per policy. It's on here and I don't have to inform you.
Per policy.
Yep, of the Reno Police
Can
Department.
I get close to you so I can read it?
Yeah, you can read it right there.
No, I've got a disability, so I'd like
cannot be inside this
Claim to
event.
disability.
You cannot be inside this event.
Fletch
It's a private event.
Jenkins.
You've been trespassed
Have a good day.
by everyone, so if you
I
come
can
back
see their
in here,
names.
You said them out
Yeah,
loud.
you just said them out loud.
Well, she said her name was Jenkins, I thought, but I couldn't see
she
his
did
name.
not. Well, you said it out loud.
Well, I
Sir.
could see hers maybe, but I couldn't see his.
Okay.
And should they tell me their names?
And so was this event completely enclosed?
Well, let me put it to you this way. IRS regulations, I believe it's Rule 26. I'd have to go look it up again to clarify. Is a donation a mandatory fee?
We don't.
Sir,
we don't look
do
at any of that.
stuff.
We
Well,
literally only look at
okay.
police officer conduct.
Did your police officer say that there were open alleyways?
No, they said if you find your way in through an open alleyway or something like
Okay,
that.
well,
Mhm.
I counted 3 open alleyways at least
So
in my
at least
videos.
those alleyways.
There were 3 open alleyways,
Mhm.
so the event was not closed and sealed off. But the primary thing here is, number one, the event was put on by Build Our Center Incorporated, which is a 501c3 nonprofit through the IRS.
Mhm.
If you go read the IRS regulations, they were collecting donations to enter. A donation, by definition, is not mandatory. So by definition, anybody could have come and gone from the property. Plus, on this same, well, I don't know if it's on that video, but another video that I've got, as I was standing at the gate, a couple came in and they wanted to go utilize one of the private businesses there, and they were allowed entry to go access a private business. They could go in to get to a private business, but I can't. There was another gal that came along, and she wanted to go
Why were you refused inside the event? What was the initial contact to ask you to leave?
because I'm on a banned list. The city of Reno, Washoe County, and our center, working with each other in a conspiracy, have created a political banned list. Would you like to see the banned list?
No.
No, sir.
Well, you guys enforce the banned list, so my question is,
we don't enforce it, sir.
You've been trespassed,
Have a good day.
warned by everyone, so if you come
Come
back
back in here, you're going to be cited for
I have
trespassing.
photograph evidence. Have a nice day.
Well, no, you did, right there.
Understand.
Right
that-
there.
So
You
you're
did.
trespassed from events that are put on by our center, is my
Right.
understanding. Okay.
Right, as a political candidate, a 501c3 nonprofit is interfering in a political campaign, which is a direct violation again of IRS regulations. City of Reno, you guys gave him at least $10,000.
I didn't give him any money, sir. The thing is, you're accusing the city and our center working in some political scheme here. But sir, we're there as a police to provide security enforcement, right? Security did not want you there. They asked us to help facilitate a trespassing warning. That's how I'm understanding that, right? And so all we are doing is relaying to you what exactly they wanted to relay to you. It sounds like more than once is when they addressed it with you. Now, I understand that there's some issue between the city and our center and yourself, sir.
There's a gal named Yvonne Allen. Yvonne Allen, look, she's Civil Service Commissioner, Vice Chair at the City of Reno. Isn't that special?
Again, sir.
Hang on just a second. Let me show you what
you got with them.
Well,
or
no,
some
but your
gripe
officers
you got with the
enforced
city,
it.
then by all means.
Can I expect? Let me tell you really bluntly what my expectation of you guys is. I'm just jumping through a hoop and doing this because it's part of mitigating my issue. My experience with law enforcement. Let me ask you a question. What's the definition of a good cop?
I think that's open to interpretation.
Well, what would you say a good cop is?
I look at myself, sir.
Okay. Well, here's my definition of a good cop. A good cop is a cop that enforces the law against everybody. So if you're a good cop, do you allow bad cops to exist?
If you're a good cop, do you allow bad cops to exist?
Yes.
So you're telling me that I would control other people?
Yeah. If you see no, you do. If you see a cop breaking the law, do you arrest him or do you just let him slide and cover it up?
It's called ethics, sir.
You're throwing out hypotheticals.
No, I'm not. These
are
not hypotheticals. I put a complaint against Jason Bueno with the Carson City Sheriff's Office. You know what they said when they hotboxed me? He did nothing wrong. I put in other complaints against cops here at the City of Reno, and you know what's happened? Absolutely nothing. You know how many cops have been convicted of shooting people in the last 20 years by Washoe County DA?
Statistics, sir.
I do.
Okay.
And you know what the statistics are?
I don't.
Your job in government is to cover up the bullshit and hide the bullshit.
Okay.
So here's another question. Are you guys required to have body cameras on when you're engaging with the public?
Depending on circumstance.
So if there's a mass big crowd of people and you're engaging with a complaint and you're trying to trespass people, they're supposed to have body cameras on, right? We'll get to that in a few minutes. I appreciate the answer, though. Thank you. But let's keep going on with this one. So my complaint basically against these two officers is they violated my civil rights by trespassing me from a public street. And if you want the case law, we can go look it up. There's a lot of federal case law against that. Public street is a traditional public forum for my free speech, for my press rights.
You are correct. But the thing is, sir, none of that, what they said, was trespassing off of a public street. They just told you to not come back into the event.
And the event was on a public street.
But it's permitted and it's closed. And
no, it wasn't
closed. They can refuse. It doesn't have to be barricaded.
No, it does have to be.
Your understanding closed is not. Hot August Nights is a permitted event. There's no barricades preventing people from coming in and out of there. However, you can be trespassed out of the event.
To trespass somebody out of the event, you have to, again, according to the courts and the case law, because this is what I'm big into, is reading case law from what the judges say, and the Supreme Court says, Ninth Circuit Court says, and the other cases around the state of Nevada, Mack versus Williams, no qualified immunity, right? I've got a cause of action, if you know that case law at all. This was an open event because it was not secured. And like I expected you guys to argue about this, it was not secured. Your own officer said there were open alleyways into the event, so it was not secured, it was not locked down, and they were accepting donations. Would you like me to play where they said it's donations?
No.
If you require a donation to enter, it's not locked down. There's no fee, and other people can go in. So why is a political candidate excluded from an event that he's on a ban list for, that a City of Reno employee is posting stuff about locking people out of this public event on Facebook?
So let me ask you this, scenario based, since you like to do scenarios.
It's not a scenario.
If you go to a casino.
Casino's not a public street, it's not a public forum.
But they're permitted, so it's not a public forum. Once it's permitted, it's a private event. Just like a casino is a private entity.
Well, no, there's a difference. A public street, a public park, a library, the lobby of this building are all public property. You're trying to convolute public property with casino private property. A casino can ban whoever they want, whenever they want, for no reason. Under the federal case law, public forums, you cannot ban me unless I commit a crime, or you've got a reason to trespass me. Am I being violent? Am I acting out? But as I'm operating as a member of media, of press, and if you don't think I'm press, here's a little card from the government. So that's all that I operate under. And they banned me, and your officers enforced the ban under threat of a citation violating my civil rights. And like I said, I don't expect anything to happen. You guys won't do shit because that's what the city of Reno does. I mean, I've had over $100,000 from my business stolen. I've called the city of Reno to file a complaint. You know what they do? File a complaint online, we don't respond. To me, you guys, like I said, I'm here just to jump through a stupid hoop to mitigate the issue to show that I've jumped through the hoop.
Sure.
But my real purpose is to demonstrate the corruption within our government and the corruption of the government employees that are making 6 figures a year to do not a lot of work.
So like you're saying that you have to jump through hoops to get what you need to get done.
Yes, you're one of the hoops.
I'm letting you know that we're here to essentially investigate police misconduct.
Right,
okay?
and I'm telling you exactly what the misconduct
if there is
is.
an underlying reason behind all this, like you're saying the city and our center working together to ban you from all these events, that's something that we're not going to know anything about. Understand that if the officers are, right, I'm not saying they are doing it, but if they are told by security that this person's not allowed and we have to act on that, we're just going off of what we know at the time, right? That's security telling us that this person is not inside. And if that's all that the officers did, sir, then that's what we're going to look into if that's what happened, right? I don't know anything about what's happening between you, the city, county, state. I don't know any about that stuff. And honestly, all that does not really relate to the police misconduct on face value. Obviously, if we start looking into it and something changes, then something changes. But essentially, I appreciate you coming here and telling us this information, showing us this video, because that's what we're focusing on here is a police contact.
Okay, well, simply here's my complaint. Nevada Revised Statute 197-200-1D. It's a violation of civil rights. It's a misdemeanor. And I'd like the officers arrested and cited and brought in front of the judge, and the judge can determine. You saw them right there saying, if I went back in on a public streets, you say they've got a permit, whatever, let's let the judge decide. Instead of you guys just sweeping it under the rug, right? I'm making a complaint. NRS 197-200-1D, very clear. Oppression under the color of law is what happened. To a member of media, to a political candidate, to a private citizen that has the right under the First Amendment, free speech, free press, religion, petition, assembly, Article 1, Section 9 of the Nevada Constitution. No law shall be made to infringe on the press or speech.
Did they have a speech zone?
Oh, even better. So what part of the United States is a free speech zone?
Did they have a speech zone? That's what I'm asking you.
What part of the United States?
So are we going to answer every question with a question?
Would you like to see a video?
Yes or no? Did they have a speech zone?
I think those are unconstitutional too. So what you're saying
that's your thought. It's already been addressed by city attorneys, federal attorneys, federal courts about that you can be provided a free speech zone at a private event.
At a private event, this is a traditional public forum on open public streets. You might put gates across it and required a donation to enter.
So is your essentially vision of this entire incident is that because everything wasn't enclosed, this is public?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the public,
even regardless of what they're saying to you.
If the public is allowed to come and go freely,
I get it. It's okay. I'm just asking your interpretation, your idea of what this is that it's an open event because you see openings in the event.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's an open event because a 501c3 nonprofit.
You don't have to explain that to me, sir. Okay. You could say everything that you want about all these public forums and everything, sir. I'm not there. I'm just here to try to get your point of view, and you've already made it clear that you believe it's an open event.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
did you get a copy of the permit for the event?
I haven't got that yet through public records, and I've got another complaint for you here in just a second.
About police misconduct?
Yes.
Okay. And then your other view is that our city and the city of Reno are conspiring against you and banning you from these public events.
Yes. Okay. And 5 other people.
Or from these events in general, right? Because they're saying it's private.
And there's 5. They can say it's private, but you have to make it private, and you can't require a donation. You have to charge a fee.
Okay.
And you can't use city money. Like I said, the city of Reno gave $10,000.
Okay.
The RSCVA, the Reno Sparks Convention Visitors Authority, also another public entity, they gave $10,000. There's at least $20,000 of public money that funded this event. So tax dollars were used to fund a private event and close out the public and close out political candidates.
And then you said you had a second complaint?
Yeah. So your statement was that police officers are required to have their video cameras on while they're dealing with large events and things like that. So I was denied public records and told that there were no body cameras on during this event. Would you like to see the video for this one?
So this is a separate event.
Well, this is one of the events that led to this event banning me.
Is this separate from the
Yes, this is on a different
January
day.
6th event?
Yeah, this happened on this. So this was at the North Valleys Library when they had on June 15th.
Was it on the library property?
Well, that's in a public retail center up there.
But was it on their property though? On the actual library property?
You mean in the parking lot?
Because what I'm getting at is that it may be a different jurisdiction.
Well, it was.
Because it's a Washoe County library.
Yeah, would you like to see all the Reno police officers that were there, responded to the event?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and tell me the story. I mean, before we get to that, but go ahead.
So let me put it to you this way. There were probably 6 RPD officers that showed up to the event, and I simply requested their body cameras.
When did you do that request?
Oh, this was almost a year plus ago. That's how long it takes you guys to respond to.
Did they take a case on this thing? Do you know?
That's what I'm asking.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what-
I got a call from a Reno PD officer that was accusing me of injuring a librarian. You know my drag queen story hour, or I like to call it transsexuals locked in libraries, was shut down, right?
Hang on. Well, I need details about this event.
Okay.
What date did this event occur?
Here.
It's all right.
I'll read it for the record. And this is looks like a Gmail from City of Reno Public Records. That's reno@govqa.us to, I'll spell it phonetically, it's Charles, Ocean, Nora, Sam, Tom, number 2, Adam, Union, David, Ida, Tom @gmail.com. It says, please respond to the above line. It says, Dear Drew, comma, regarding public records request, reference, hashtag L Lincoln 001-058-041025. The Reno Police Department received a public records request from you on August 12, 2024. Your request mentioned provide all body worn camera from all officers that responded to the North Hills Library from June 15, 2024 between 09:30 a.m. till 2 p.m. Our office has reviewed its files and determined there is no documents responsive to your request. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to contact the Reno Police Department Records Division at 775-334-2155 extension 0. Thank you for contacting the City of Reno. Sincerely, Records Division, Reno Police Department. And this was dated on September 16th, 2025 at 11:27 a.m. That doesn't. This is when you were.
Yeah,
when they sent you the email. Correct?
Yeah, so it basically took you guys over a year to tell me that you didn't do any body cameras from the time that I asked for it.
Well, that's not
more than a year.
The case.
No,
what happens is the body camera footage gets purged. If there's no criminal case done on it, if there's no documented report, then the body cam gets purged because obviously we can't store body cam footage from every contact.
So hang on a second. I did my request on
I understand.
August 12th.
No, I understand what you're saying.
And so what you guys are saying is I made a timely request within a month to get the body camera footage, and then you guys waited.
I'm sorry, you made it in a month?
Yeah.
I made the request August 12th. The event happened on June 15th. So I think that was
2 months.
So you guys should still have the body camera footage after 2 months, right?
15 days. 15 days, it gets purged if there's no associated
case
case
associated with it.
But there was a case associated with it. 10 a.m. I should be able to walk in the doors unaccompanied, without a child, without a minor.
Like I said, as long as you're not hindering them.
Right, as long as I'm just filming and keeping my mouth shut.
They didn't have No.
You're open at 10
No, we are not open.
You're not open? Hang on.
We are not.
But the schedule says you're open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. today, right?
We're doing our story time. Please, sir.
Oh, hang on. You're open from 10 a.m. You're open from... Trespass me, please. You're open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. according to the sign, right?
Nope, not today.
Not today.
We have
so.
posted Stacy McKenzie, I'm the Assistant Library Director.
For now, the Washoe County Public Libraries will no longer host Drag Queen Story Hour. The library said staff made that decision after the county said the event was unsafe to staff.
Staff say that protesters became violent at that event, which they say resulted in the injury of a library staff member.
Story time. Please.
Drew Rebar, and he told a different story.
They said that I was yelling and that I was doing violent things when in fact the video shows that I never raised a hand, I didn't move towards them, and I wasn't yelling.
The video Rebar is referring to was taken by himself and is posted to his YouTube account.
Because Reno, and I've got a recording of this too, because a Reno Police Department officer called me and there was violence at this event. Washoe County shut the event down because according to their Commission on Violence or whatever, I was accused falsely of injuring a librarian. So there's
Washoe would have that information.
Washoe might have done that.
Well, but there were no Washoe officers there.
Well,
were you contacted while you were at the library?
Yeah. Would you like to see the videos of that?
Let me finish. Yes. You were contacted by a Reno police officer, correct, at the library?
Yeah.
Okay. Did they say anything about you injuring the librarian then?
No, because this was before. They called me on the phone subsequent to the event and then said that I didn't.
And who was the officer that did that?
I don't recall their name.
So that's what we're getting at, is it could have been a Washoe County deputy?
No, it was not.
Okay. And so a Reno Police Department officer called you?
Yes.
Okay. And did you get a case number?
No. But I can go back and look through my videos because
did they ever follow up with the case number?
Could I finish talking real quick before you interrupt me?
Yeah.
Thank you. I was driving in my car by Washoe Lake. I'm very clear on where it was and when it was. Reno Police Department officer called me. It was a female officer. And she questioned me about this event where a librarian was slamming my leg in a door, and then the librarian filed a complaint saying that I injured her. And then Reno Police called me up and wanted to know about it. And I said, gee, if you want to see it all, I've got video of all of it to prove that she was committing battery against me. I never reached out and touched her. And what I'm hearing now is Reno Police only keeps body cameras for 15 days.
If there's no associated case to it, yes.
But it seems there was an associated case if you've got an RPD officer calling me up a couple of days after the event. So it is what it is. I mean, if you guys deleted stuff, you deleted stuff. It is what it is.
It automatically does it, sir.
Yeah.
We don't manually delete things. It automatically will purge out of the system.
I understand. So, anyways, I've done my complaint. I expect nothing from you.
What's your YouTube channel?
I'm auditing Reno 911.
Okay.
And I also post a lot on Rebar for Nevada Assembly 40 on Facebook. And that's where I use a lot of that to garner public support or public ridicule, whichever one the public thinks is right. So far, most of the public seems to think that I'm right, that we are dealing with a lot of corrupt government.
All right, so you cited the NRS for the complaint against the officers at the event on the 6th. And essentially, the officers telling you that you can't come back into the event is what's infringing on your right to be on public property, is what you're saying?
Yes, I was. The officer issued he gave me a legal trespass. You can maintain that if you'd like.
Sure,
I've got
I appreciate it.
The officer used the word that he would give me a citation under the color of law if I came back onto that portion of the public streets, even if I entered through an open alleyway. That was the violation right there. He didn't do an investigation. You saw his investigation right there. He just issued orders, correct? He didn't ask me any questions. Just issued an order under the color of law that restricted my right to participate in and as a member of press to go and record a public event so I could disseminate that to the public, both as a member of media and as a political candidate. That's where my rights were violated, both on a state level and on a federal level. So I believe a federal crime has also been committed with that too. And my intent is to push this both at the state level, which I believe you guys will do nothing for. I mean, Deputy No Bueno gets to hotbox people, no seatbelts, file a complaint with the Attorney General's office, file a complaint with Carson City Sheriff, file a complaint with everybody that you possibly can. Nobody in the state does anything to him. My view is you guys are going to do nothing on this too. But like I said, we're having this meeting just so I can jump through the hoop to mitigate the issue, to show that I've done it. Maybe you guys will prove me wrong. I would be delighted if you did. If government changed, I wouldn't have to run for office. I could go enjoy my family and not have to do this. I don't want to be a politician. I've always just wanted to be a business guy. But unfortunately, I'm in this position where the government doesn't protect my rights, and instead your job is to infringe on my rights, stomp on the Constitution, and wipe your ass with it. Just my opinion. We all have opinions, they all stink. Make sure you wipe when you're done. I got just a laugh at these things, thank God. It's a truthful comment, that's why it's funny. The truth is always funnier than fiction, for the most part. So I appreciate your time. Don't see that we're going to get much more done here. And you guys have a great day. I'll let you go to your next one.
Very well, sir. We'll stay in touch. This is a good number for you, correct? You
Absolutely.
23789. Okay. All right, transcriber. It is 0848 hours, and this is the end of the interview. All right, sir. Do you have everything? You didn't lose anything?
Nope, your pens, your stuff.
All right, sir.
So you guys work 4 days a week?
Yeah, that's what it is for us.
Because how easy is it for just the average person to get all this time to file these complaints? It seems the way that it's set up to me is it's designed so people can't file complaints.
It's designed to where you can easily get overwhelmed, let's put it that way.
So really it's designed so you can get overwhelmed, so there really isn't much accountability for law enforcement.
I don't want to say that.
Well,
It really is dependent.
If you're the public, how are you going to view this?
Sir, we are entitled to time off too. We don't work 4 days a week, every single day of the week.
Right.
We also have our obligations to our personal
that's on a
lives, too.
personal level. What I'm saying is, from a public service level, does this really serve the public, or does it protect the government more?
Sir, that's a good question. Unfortunately,
We're not
our
the public. I
division-
can't speak to what their perception is.
Well, I'm the public, and do most people have enough time to make phone calls, not get an answer, come down here, spend an hour or so trying to get somebody to come help them, go to the main police department, run into the chief who can't really do shit either, and she's really just a DEI hire from what I hear. Really just seems kind of pointless.
The only service that's 24/7 to you, sir, is what the patrol officers need.
Right, but what I'm saying is I came in during normal business hours, and it's taken me hours to get to this point.
Yeah, because when you called, sir, and you came over here and called, I was in another meeting, so I can't be in two places at once.
Well,
And I called you as soon as I was done.
Right. How many IA officers do you guys have?
Three. Yeah.
There's 3, and how many RPD officers are there out?
In the city?
Yeah.
In the department as a whole?
Yeah.
Somewhere between 320, 350, I think is our number right now.
So 1% is delegated to following up on public complaints.
If that's your calculation, yes, I'm not good at math.
Well,
so
300 officers, that's 1%. So 1% keeps, the numbers don't work very well, do they? So no, I appreciate your problem.
All right, sir.
Thank you for
I gotta
listening
go to
to
my
me.
next interview.
It's not quite 9 yet, so have a nice day.
All right, have a good one.